Alrighty, everybody. Oh, happy day. I hope you're doing phenomenally well. This will be a good, boring video for you. Welcome to Sundays with Jason. Hope you had a great weekend so far. And my goodness, some chamomile tea. So, my goodness, I'll enjoy some of that. And we will get after it. So, I hope you did something fun this weekend. Very important that you refresh yourself, you recharge yourself so that you're ready to go, so that you're ready to be engaged, okay, when Monday hits. Tomorrow's going to come upon us quickly. So before I get into the fun, boring part of my week, I want to remind you we only have 34 days left of this particular calendar year. That's all we've got. 34 days, nothing more, nothing less. That's not much time. So make sure that you don't get surprised by what's going to take place. We've got 27 days left until Christmas, okay? Hence the Christmas tree. My wife is very good at decorating. I am not one that possesses those talents, so thanks, Bev. She does a great job. So understand we don't have a lot of time left of the year, 34 days left of 2021 before the new year pops. My goodness, okay? Don't get, okay, surprised by this. Understand the year is almost done. What you do absolutely matters, all right? 27 days until Christmas morning with your families. That's going to be fast, okay? It's going to come quick. Don't get surprised. Be successful. Be ready to go. Definitely recharge yourself, but be ready to go so that when Monday hits, you've taken in account of what's going to take place. Don't be surprised by holidays, okay? They come every year. Christmas isn't like some new thing, okay? So understand, 27 days. We really only have 3 weeks left. 3 weeks left until Christmas week, okay? Until this tree is loaded and your kids are going crazy. Christmas week, you're not going to have a lot of working on Christmas week. So if you want to make the wealth, you've got to really get yourself into a place where you're absolutely laser focused on what you're going to accomplish and how you're going to maybe work a couple extra hours in the coming weeks, the coming days, so that you can be deliberate in the way that you position your business. So there's my boring part about the week that's coming, but I want to make sure that you're ready to go for Christmas and that you're ready to go with your business plan, your plans of operation. And if you haven't thought about your business model, I would also encourage you, if you're a face-to-face agent looking into telesales, definitely consider, okay, capitalizing on telesales versus face-to-face. Face-to-face is a great work. You're doing good, okay, work out there, but with what's going on across the nation, okay, my goodness, weird stuff is happening for sure. And states love shutting down. Okay, so you got to take into account that that may take place, and if it does, how will your business continue to function? Telesales is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. So definitely keep doing face-to-face work, but also understand that, hey, the time may be in your best interest. Okay, the time may be for you to maybe transition into telesales, so you can have a business model that's not affected by the whims of legislatures, okay, people in government that, okay, are out there. All right, just make sure you kind of at least get a gut on that. So, but face-to-face, by the way, is amazing. It's good work. They need you. It's just in some states with what's going on, other countries are locking down. If that takes place in your state, it could put you in a position where you're out of work for a while, okay? So you want to make sure that at least you're a hybrid agent that knows how to, okay, wade through those waters if that takes place in January or sooner. I hope it doesn't, okay? But kind of, I'm a big proponent of being like Billy Graham's wife, okay? She says, okay, plan for the worst, okay, pray for the best. If you want to be best positioned as an insurance agent, you need to be leveraged so that you can, okay, grasp the opportunity of the business, because it's amazing, but be ready in case something does take place so that you don't find yourself out of an income, okay? Telesales agents never are out of an income. As long as we've got a telephone, a computer, and leads, we're ready to rock. But another sip of chamomile tea before we get after it. So make sure that you're ready for Christmas. Make sure you're ready to just recharge. I hope you did something fun, okay? My goodness, I spent the day scooping dog poop from my Mastiff. That's something you didn't want to know. So there's boring Sundays with Jason. That took place. Whew. If you out there in the YouTube space have a big dog, you feel me, okay? If you have a big dog, okay, put big dog. I'd love to know what kind of dog y'all have in the comments. But I've got an English Mastiff, and then I've got a little black Shih Tzu. So it's like yin and yang, but my goodness, it's like a homeless person in my backyard. It's ridiculous. So I did that. I hung out with the family. We had sushi. So we had it delivered. Didn't go anywhere, but it was kind of fun. And we always, I randomly will like have sushi delivered to the home for the kids, and it'll just arrive. And I'm like, oh, the sushi fairies. So I hope you guys did something that was just out of the ordinary for yourself, but also for the ones that you love. You want to make sure that you stay focused on, why you're doing this business. It doesn't make sense just to work, and have no play. Okay, if you want to be powerful in this industry, it's important that you, as an agent, also know how to recharge yourself, how to relax, okay, so that you can be better leveraged to dive into Monday as a powerful force, helping your clients, your consumers, getting everything they want. It's not about just work, okay? I'm not saying that we don't need to work. You absolutely have to possess work ethic. That's why I'm trying to remind everybody out there that you've only got 34 days left of the calendar year, okay? 27 days till Christmas. You want to be mindful of this so that you can put yourself into a position where you can monopolize on the time that you do have left, because you don't want to get surprised by the holidays and then have a week out of work, and then you find yourself later on, okay, in the year, and you maybe fail out of the industry because you didn't plan for a holiday coming. Some agents, my goodness, sometimes we're one paycheck away from getting hurt instead of one paycheck away from being even more powerful or more profitable. So make sure you're working your leads hard in the coming weeks. If you're a face-to-face insurance agent, maybe contemplate, telesales. If that's something that you want to do, understand what your priorities are and how you want to, implement your own business plan coming up for the coming year. New years are definitely new opportunities for any agent to really powerfully take care of their consumer. They really do. These sweet consumers need you. But if you're dealing with middle-class consumers, high-class consumers, final expense telesales, even Medicare insurance telesales, if you're doing the Medicare Advantage scene, it's a different demographic, everyone, I promise you. And you'll figure it out real quick once you start doing it. So make sure you've got a good place that you can call home. Whatever agency you hang with, make sure you're using good proven power scripts, good proven platforms, but be powerful as you serve others. Be in a position where you're giving that client everything they want. And then you as an agent, I promise, you're gonna have a better chance of getting everything you desire when you're number two. You gotta keep the priorities in check. Just like on your weekends, if you're not working, don't work, hang out. I worked a lot of hours yesterday. My goodness, love what we do as a team at jasonfinalexpense.com, but it's important that you relax. You've got to recharge. You have to. If you want to be great, you've got to know how to not burn the candle at both ends, okay? You've got to have a little wick on you. You got to recharge. So if you want to do, okay, great things, also understand you've got to be able to recharge yourself so that you can be capable of doing those things day after day, week after week. This is all about being sustainable, not burning out. It's kind of like, I'll bore you here. Sorry, chamomile tea. So, double bagged it too. It's great. So, if y'all like tea, my goodness, in the comments, put it in the comments there. And if I'm boring you, that's okay too. Okay, but when you're dealing with anything in this industry, you got to look at it from, are you going to be the tortoise or are you going to be the hare? Okay, a rabbit doesn't have a huge lifespan, but a tortoise does, okay? Look at the massive turtles that have been around forever. It's about having absolute consistency, not going too fast, not going too slow. Every day, showing up, doing the work. You want to make the wealth? Just show up every day. Have great habits, okay? It's not about overdoing it so that you're like a rabbit that just bolts and then you collapse, okay? This is about sustaining your habits, sustaining your patterns, even sustaining your lead flow. It's so important that you're consistent. Consistency is king. Like if you really want to make it in this industry farther than anybody else, well, be consistent in what you do. Be consistent in what you say. That's why it's so important to have a good script, have a good mentor. I was blessed by a great mentor early in my career and worked with him till the day he died. Amazing man. I owe a lot to him. And to be able to have consistency has helped me as an agent and agency owner, capitalize on amazing opportunity to help others. And it's not going to do you any good, and it won't do even your families any good if you're constantly just burning out, if you're playing that tortoise game where you're just flying fast and then you're dying fast too. It's about being consistent the whole way through. It doesn't look sexy, it doesn't look snappy. It's every week you go to work. You don't get distracted. You just keep working, and you work, and you work. And then when you're done working, you hang it up, and you just go relax. You are in a place of profitability because you're in a place of planning, okay? You've got to count the cost. What's going to take place this week? Just kind of grasp it and just go, okay, I only got 34 days left of the year. How am I going to create even better habits to make sure that I don't get hurt by the holidays? A lot of agents do get hurt by the holidays. I've done telesales, I've done the insurance industry. My goodness, it combined, okay, 20 years, 2+ decades, and I've seen countless agents right around Christmas and New Year's fail out, fizzle out, and it's because they got hurt, because they weren't planning for what was going to take place. When you understand what you need to do, when you understand your habits, you won't get hurt if you implement good habits. Now, if you go willy-nilly, I promise you're going to get whacked. And so many agents, they hurt themselves. It is what it is, and it's sad, but a lot of times it just happens because they let it happen, okay? And I know you guys are not going to let this take place, and I care about you enough to have a boring Sundays with Jason drinking chamomile tea. So hope this segment doesn't bore you to tears, but be in a place where you plan. Be in a place where you position yourself to maintain profitability. I want you to stay in this industry. I want you to be successful. These clients, these prospects, okay, because they're your prospects before they're your clients, they need you, everyone. They need you, but they're not going to have you if you fail out. They're not going to have you if you don't plan for the holidays. They're not going to have you if you don't, okay, hurry right now. Right now, you've got to sprint the marathon. There's only a little bit of this race left. You've got to sprint the marathon, but you've got to sustain yourself in a place where you work like, HE double hockey sticks, but then you know how to, okay, drink a little tea and relax and chill out, okay, so that you don't resent the reality of what you're going to face. The reality is you've got 27 days until Christmas. That's reality, okay? Now, if you want to really make it and be really insanely profitable, that's okay. Work a couple extra hours. It's not going to hurt you. Work through a lunch break. Not a big deal. Maybe work a couple hours on a Saturday, okay? Help good folks around you that are thinking about life insurance, that are thinking about their loved ones. Some places they can't even be with their loved ones. Okay, if they start shutting down things across the nation, hopefully they don't, but if they do, well, a lot of people are going to be in positions like we've all been, like Groundhog Day the last couple years, right? Help as many people as you can right now until Christmas. And then after Christmas is done, help even more people, and then get ready so that you can re-engage in your business model, so you can re-engage in your business plans, so that you can maintain your profession, but maintain profitability by taking great care of great people. And that's why we exist. To be an insurance agent, it's a blessing to others, but it's also a blessing to us, right? We make great income, we've got great freedom. Oh my goodness, it's the fact that, we can have the sushi ferries, right, for my family deliver sushi, to the home, and it's just every now and then do something that's fun. It doesn't have to be big. I remember when I first started off in the insurance industry, brand new, didn't know my head from my britches, and my wife and I did not have everything that we have now, and we worked hard. But when I first started in the insurance industry, we didn't know how it was going to shake. Okay, I was in telesales running massive call centers, phenomenal, but guess what? Insurance is new. Okay, I was a greenhorn, and my first weeks and even my first year, my first weeks, I was told my wife that, honey, if I don't make $1,000 of commission this week, remember the McDonald's mini meal deals? They're like $1.50, super inexpensive. Remember that from back in the day? That's where we went for date night on a Friday. And I obviously had my wife on the same page. She's phenomenal. And we had McDonald's mini meals as our date night. And let me tell you, that only had to happen once. Okay. And, we were newly married, and it's nice to be able to really go to a nice place at that time, which was like an Applebee's, okay? And it was a Red Robin. Nice to be able to go to a restaurant that's normal instead of going to McDonald's, having a mini meal deal, which, if you remember that from the era, it was like small little drink, small little fry, little McChicken, ridiculously, cheesy. But having a reward when you work, and then also having the stick that you are disciplined enough to smack your own hands with, not to hurt yourself or to hurt anyone you love, but to be able to have accountability. I know everybody hates the A word, right? But even when I started off in insurance, I had accountability myself, okay? I'm like my own worst boss, okay? My wife tells me all the time, like, be easier on yourself. I don't, okay? I love what I do, but I'm very disciplined and I work hard, and that's maintained my business models all through my life. And if you can get yourself into a position where you go, you know what? This is my target. I will not retreat, okay? And I will not reward myself until I hit my target. You will find yourself a wealthier agent. You're gonna be, okay, maybe not warm and fuzzy, not super happy when you don't hit your goals, because it will happen. You're gonna have a time where you don't hit your goals, just like I didn't hit my goals, and here I am on a Friday night, and we're at McDonald's, okay, for a date night. Whoopity-doo-dah, that's not real great, okay? But that doesn't have to happen too many times before that course correction changes. So put a carrot in front of yourself now, but also don't be afraid to have a little stick. But you've got to stick with it. In this industry, you have to stick with whatever it is that you say. You should say what you mean and mean what you say. It'll take you far in this industry. If you have good discipline, if you have good determination, if you have good proven platforms to run on in this space, if you're consistent in your leads, you've got a good proven power script. And I'm not talking about this free Frankenstein script that you see out there in the YouTube space and out in the industry. And really look at it, everybody. It's nothing but a face-to-face script they call a free telesales script. You'll figure it out real quick, but I just don't want you to learn the hard way. A lot of agents have joined my agency from outside agencies, and they've unfortunately gotten harmed, and now they're in a great place, but they did not know any better, so it's not their fault. But follow your script. If you have a good one, if you've got a good proven platform, a good power script that's not some piece of garbage out there, follow it, okay? Follow what works and keep doing it. If you keep doing the same thing, you're going to get stronger. You can't expect to be massively strong if you show up at the gym once. So it's about consistency. Consistency will get you strong at the gym. Consistency will get you strong in your business. Have good fundamentals, have good training regimens, be ready to go. And then once you've been fully trained, you know what you need to do. From that point, it's just show up. Show up every day. Be consistent in what you do and in what you say. And I promise you've got the best chance of being successful. So I hope you're enjoying some chamomile tea. I hope you've done something fun other than me today, scooping after my dogs. Okay, and just hanging out with my family in front of a hot fire and relaxing. It's important that you know how to recharge and relax. So I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday. Have a good glass of tea, recharge, make sure you're ready. Don't let this, remainder of the year surprise you. Be successful, be ready. Christmas is a-coming. Thanks for watching.